everybody.
So why don't you guys start off and introduce yourselves?
All right, I am linguistics.
And I am Self.
And I am Flavius.
And I am Flavius.
You like that voice?
And who's that back there on the turntable?
Oh man, the
Yeah.
DJ.
And I'm Rob Rock.
Rated R.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't know you were going. All right, yeah, that's the DJ rated R.
See, one of the things I like so much about Live Manikins is unlike about 75% of other hip hop crews in SAC, they have a DJ. They have a DJ who rocks with the crowd. That's real old school hip hop. That is real hip hop to work with a DJ. So why don't you talk about just how you guys got together, the mission you're trying to accomplish with your music?
Okay. Basically, back I believe around 4 years ago,
4 years.
me and my brother and my friend Burnt Rock here, we're just playing with music and always we're freestyling. And he's been freestyling for like forever and a day. So we're trying to mimic and follow him because he was like a role model during the time. And so we just started freestyling, trying to create music. And I met this guy.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and then I met these guys, hung out with them at a cafe, and they said, "You rap?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Freestyle." And then they just put me on the spot like that, and I guess I did pretty good because they accepted me with open arms. And then after that, I was working at Virgin Megastore while I was getting trained. Rated R happened to be working there.
Yeah.
Virgin Megastore, yeah. And then we had a gig one night, and then I asked Rated R to come through, just do some scratches on the chorus and stuff like that. And then it just sounded perfectly, so that's how it became.
So with all you guys are like freestyle MCs, your background, did you guys ever like battle each other? Did you ever do that just for fun to keep yourselves on each other's toes?
Well, when we formed our group, we used to sit at his house and freestyle for around 8 hours straight,
Pretty much.
battling each other until someone gave up. And we were all hard-headed. We never gave up, so we always battled each other because we always try to find a way to, get better as the talent, trying to rhyme better.
Yeah, people really used to get irritated at us because, like, when we freestyle, we keep going and going and going. So people would they would just like go in their own corner and do their own conversations. And seriously, literally, they would just be like, "Oh my God, these guys do not stop. They do not stop." But that's how we were. Like, we didn't see it as just like, oh, we wanted to go out there and just show people what we got. That was actually like our training. We were actually like training ourselves because obviously we see these artists that we look up to, and they actually they inspire us. So we kind of wanna form a name for ourselves. So we just keep practicing and practicing. That's our daily routine pretty much. We work, family, music.
Recycle.
Music,
And recycle.
family.
And what's the story behind the name Live Manikins? What does that refer to?
Okay, well, one point, hopefully everybody can relate to the story. At one point, when you're younger, and you always felt like you stuck out, you always feel like people always looking at you and trying to, put you in a certain category without knowing you personally. And so I always felt like the black sheep. And so in a way, that's where the mannequin part came in. Like, mannequins are behind the windows. Everybody just looks at them and forms their own opinion on them. And so that's where it came from. We're live mannequins, basically. I just want to show you who we are personally. Please don't judge us on the way we look or
Yes, we are
sometimes
humble.
act.
We're a very humble crew.
There you go.
We welcome anybody.
I was wondering when you guys could just talk about the hip hop scene in Sacramento, because Sacramento is known for a few different kind of sounds. South Sac has a very particular sound. People around the country know about it. It's kind of like a conscious scene. But maybe you guys could help just sort of sum up some of the various sounds people can hear around Sacramento as far as rap, hip hop. No one can break it down.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were good freestylers. Come on.
Well, yeah, right now there's a good array of sounds. Like we're running a whole lot of the conscious stuff. There is a lot of stuff that leaks over from the Bay. Is a lot of things that eventually come over here with a lot of things. So the hyphy movements kind of made their way. South Sec has always had a very defined sound. Just talking about how they're living over there.
Hardcore.
Yeah, Sacramento's a place where a lot of people move to. So there's right now there's just a lot of sounds coming in, whether it's jazzy stuff, soul stuff, old school b-boy stuff, hardcore, gangsta stuff. It's all in Sacramento.
Is there a sense of camaraderie though? Like, could you guys do this like a set with more of a hyphy group, or could you get down with Brother Lynch if you wanted to? Or
Well, the little thing is, our last show we have with Zion I, Mr. Fab, and etc. is we're so humble in fact that we are more than willing to work with anyone based off the fact is if you love doing music, we love doing music. Let's all do music together and enjoy it.
Yes, we have done one hyphy show, and we were accepted. So
So you put your stunner shades on and
Yeah.
go try the whip.
I didn't do all
They,
that.
they respected us and we respected them, and hey, we can blend. We
Shake
can
them
blend.
dreads. All right. Well, one of the things I really, really like about Live Manikins, said earlier, is the DJ back here. We got Rated R. You know, he's integrated so well with the music. And I asked Rated R, maybe you could demonstrate just some of the stuff you do on the turntable. Well, just tell me first, just like how do you sort of treat the turntable as far as the musical instrument goes?
Basically, just kind of like I'm hearing from I get my feedback from these guys. It's like they have a beat going, and then I'm gonna scratch over what they got. It's kind of like zoning out. You're like zoning out to that's like you're Jimi Hendrix in the guitar, right? It's like a DJ. It's like you're just going with. It's like hip hop. Hip hop is like the way like for me to get with these guys, and it's like shoot.
Because a lot of the
It's like
scratching,
scratch.
can really have almost like a percussive element. I mean, it's almost like another layer of drums or something, or it can be kind of melodic.
Yeah.
If you're working with tones and things like that.
Yeah, like you could do a drummer. You could be a drummer. You could be like the most faster scratcher, like Cubert or something.
Can you do some drumming?
But, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, show how you turn the turntable into like a drum machine.
Scratching. What is it? Listen to the message.
It's got the kick drum and the snare working it, scratching on it. Very, very cool. How about just some other kind of scratch methods that you use?
It's kind of like baby scratches is the first kind of scratch with the fader, and then improvising what you already learned. Baby scratches, transformers to the flares. Nowadays, it's so complex where it's like I don't even know where it's going.
Can you just demonstrate the most basic scratch, like the baby scratch,
Yeah.
and then do something after that, like maybe like some crazy flare scratch, or like one of the more advanced kind of
Yeah,
scratches?
sure.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to do like over a beat or something?
Whatever's clever.
Scratching. What is it? What is it? What is it?
Yeah. See, I really like the way that it's almost like it's another set of polyrhythms right there. Very, very hot. Good stuff. So
Yes,
now,
sir.
now you guys have a new album that came out, right?
Yes.
So want to talk about the album a little bit?
All right, the new album is called Still Life. Right now, it was done. Executive producer was Thought Process, who's actually based out of Rockland, Roseville area. That was our first, pretty much as a whole, it was our first full production album that we've ever done. And we worked with a lot of great artists like Ari Thalasic, who's in the house tonight, Augustus the Elephant, Universal Project. What it is, it's kind of like a wide array of like hip hop that people might not be necessarily exposed to nowadays. There's a lot of tribute to Tribe Called Quest, Camp Lo, those type of cats. But then there's also some like rock blends in there. There's a lot of jazz blends in there, and a lot of turntablism. So it's kind of just like a lot of stuff that you're not gonna hear on the radio now. You probably heard the type of music maybe 5-10 years ago, and we just want to make sure that people know that like the real true music is still there.
Yeah, it's a really great variety of sounds on the record. There's like drum and bass. There's a lot of jazz, some kind of some R&B vocals. You got this guy going scratch crazy back there. It's good stuff. You guys want to get started? You ready to rock it?
Let's do it. Are you
Okay.
guys ready out there?
All right, let's give it up for Live Manikins.